Hello people, here we are, another day. It's a bit later in the day than normal for me, hence it being a bit dark. It is Tuesday, must be the 13th. Is it the 13th of October? Yeah, wow, another day anyway. So what exciting things have I been up to? I'd had my lessons, got my lesson notes out as well. I've just got one student that I had to rearrange, which is fine. So that's on Thursday. Had the band quiz. Did appallingly. Got 8 out of I don't know how many, but it was shocking. There were quite a few questions about pre-decimalisation and things that I had no idea, like how many pennies made up a pound and stuff. Haven't got a clue. And then there was a heap of questions on Jacqueline Dupre, who world famous cellist. Knew who she was, but no idea anything about her life, such as who did she marry, what did she have to do in order to marry him, and when were they married. Fascinating answers. If you don't know, go and find out. Fascinating, but had no idea. So yeah, I got 8. This is shocking. So I will get my own back because it's my turn for the quiz next week. So I've been going through, I found a little quiz book. So I've been going through and I'm not obviously going to use all of these questions, but so far I've got 50 random questions that people may know the answers to, people may have to think about, or there again, they may not know. So I'm going to write out a whole bunch of questions and then I've got them. I'll take them off when I've done them. I'm probably going to hold a quiz next week as well for my Forlongly friends. So I need to put that in the group and sort that out. What else? Yeah, I found my mum's barmbrack recipe. Well, she liberated it from somebody else. So as I had all the ingredients in, I thought I would give it a go. Never made it before. And ironically, the recipe has all the instructions. It's very simple. Has all the instructions except for how long to bake it for, which is kind of essential. So I good old Googled it and found a very similar recipe. So that said for 90 minutes. So I thought I'd put it in for an hour, see how it was doing. So it needed 70 minutes in the end. This is what it looks like. Now it's all cut up. Oh, I wish you could smell it. It smells amazing. And it doesn't taste too far off how Mum made it. I think she made it slightly different. I don't know whether she put sugar on the top. But oh man, it's nice. I had a slice with butter on. Yum, ever so yum. So I'll definitely be making that again. Had a bit of a slow day today. Was a bit later in getting up, partly because I've not slept properly the past 2 nights because of a medication issue. So I now have the medication again. So slept a bit better. Didn't sleep all the way through, but I slept in till about 9:45, which is very unlike me. So I had a bit of a slower day today, purposely taking it slower. What else? Oh, yes. A friend came, not in my congregation, a sister in a local congregation, but not my congregation. And she came to drop off a card, so we had a socially distanced conversation. It was really sweet. So Barbara, and I probably won't be watching this, but Barbara, thank you very much. She just kind of says, hope you're okay with work. Stay safe and take care. I think about all those who live alone, especially at this time. So Barbara, thank you very much. I needed that today. Thank you. So that was a short while ago, and then I thought I really need to get off my butt and do some practice. So I've actually done some proper practice. Neighbours haven't gone out yet, so now they know what I sound like generally, day to day. So yes, I wanted to talk a little bit about the arts. This has become quite a big thing in the media the past few weeks. There was a famous conversation which actually has been misquoted because I've read the transcript now. Whereas a government official and a news reporter were talking, and the comment came out, and it was misreported that it was the government official. It was not. It was the newscaster that said it. Basically said that those in the arts should retrain and get a different job. So this has been a hot topic of conversation in various arts forums. Now, I work in the arts industry. I am a musician. I am a professional musician. I also do it for a hobby, but I am a teacher. I teach flute, clarinet and sax and music theory. I play for shows, both amateur and professional shows. What else do I do in the arts industry? Yeah, I also repair woodwind instruments. Music is not a 9 to 5 job. You don't clock in at 9 o'clock, do your shift and off you toddle. Music is a very, what's the word? What do they say it is? Out of regular hours. I can't think of the word. There's a specific phrase for it. That's going to annoy me. Music is when you can get it, basically. Yes, there are teaching hours during school, but a lot of us teach outside of school hours, so we give up our evenings to teach or to do shows, when we had shows. Yes, I also do recitals, as do many people, many professional people. And it's really hard at the moment to have enough work. So it's the question, do we hang in there and hope that the arts will kind of get restarted and get a boost? Or do we do as was suggested, retrain to become, what was the advert? It was generally based at all walks of life, but as they use the arts, it particularly applies to the arts. But then it's all kind of blown up out of everything. And anyway, basically it's quite insulting. So a lot of us have gone on the government's website and had a look at it's called Careers Choice, I think, and answered the quiz to see what we could retrain as. So first of all, who is going to pay for this retraining of all us musicians and arts industry people? And then what happens if it does get back and then there's nobody to actually run it? But there we go, what do I know? The quiz doesn't take into account any qualifications that you might already have. It doesn't ask about your health, your age, anything. It's I think it's about 25 questions or something. And it only gives you the options of strongly agree, kind of neutral, disagree and strongly disagree. That's it. So one of my Facebook friends, Robert Biggio, who is in the flute world a very well-known flute maker, and all sorts of qualifications to his name, very talented man. He did the quiz and came out with demolitions expert. Which we all found very funny, but it's like, demolitions expert. So I thought I did the quiz as well, just out of sheer devilment. Most of us have been doing it for that reason. And these are the options it said that I could be. Okay, so sensible answers on a postcard, please. Here we go. Here's the list. So I could be a carpet fitter and a floor layer, a plasterer, a scaffolder, a construction labourer, a steeplejack, the mind boggles, an engineering construction craft worker, and in brackets it said oil rigs, so I could be on the oil rigs, people, watch out. A tourist guide, okay. Hotel room attendant, already been there, done that, so I guess I'm qualified in that. Also cleaning, I worked several jobs as a cleaner. A copy editor, newspaper editor, could you imagine? RSPCA inspector, a horse groom, a soldier. Really? And then the two that really amused me, bearing in mind that I'm supposed to be retraining from the arts industry, it also gave me the option of being an actor or an entertainer. Now, I do believe that's currently my profession. I do believe that, in all honesty, I am an entertainer of sorts. And acting, really? So those are the options. A friend melded two together, which I thought was hilarious, and said that I could be a carpet plasterer. That could be a new vocation, couldn't it? So I would suggest, as a bit of fun, that you go and do the careers choice retraining thing, what your skills could be, because it's very funny. It is funny. Aside from the fact that it's insulting saying that we all need to retrain. And yes, we all do different jobs. I in addition to being a musician, so I have 3 teaching jobs. I play in a couple of bands that are paid. Did play in a couple of bands. Obviously, I'm not getting paid because we're not doing band. I do shows. I repair instruments. And I also do exam invigilating. So all told, I have 7 jobs, some of which have completely gone out the window these past few months because there's been a pandemic in school and stuff has been shut. So please don't tell us to retrain. Please try and support us. If you know of anyone that wants lessons, then, and you know of people in your area, or you want them to have Zoom lessons, then find a musician and ask if they want to teach them. But please try and support us, I would say. Because it means a lot. Just imagine a world with no music, no actors, no literature, no arts of any description. Imagine a lockdown. Imagine quarantine without all those things. I, for one, would have gone nuts. Absolutely nuts without music. Without music, I would not have found a fabulous bunch of friends at Forlongley, my Forlongley friends. Yeah, the arts is worth the fight, people. So please do try and support us, if you can, in any way. It's gratefully appreciated. Thank you. That's it. I'm off my soapbox now. I said my piece. I'm happy. So, today's piece of music, I thought, as I'm planning sort of a recital at some point. Sorry, just being nosy. I was having to think of what I could play. I'm really missing playing duets with Andy at the moment, because we just can't. So, one of the pieces that we did do, sorry, my back's bad today. I'm faffing about. So, one of the pieces that we did at my last recital, which, was it the year before? I don't think it was last year. I can't remember when it was. I don't think it was last year. I think it was 2 years ago. We played Andante and Rondo by Doppler. It's a fantastic piece. And I found a backing track. I found a piano and first flute track on YouTube. and I played the second flute. So I thought, just as a bit of fun and kind of to see where I am with it, see how much muscle memory has remained, I would give it a go. So I've just played it through, and it's not awful. I was quite surprised. It's not spectacular, but it's also not awful. It's 5 pages long, so I'm not going to play it all, but I'm going to play some of it. And at some point I'll just stop it. But hope you enjoy it. Remember, it's a work in progress, but I thought I could maybe do this for the recital or something. It's not the same as playing with Andy, but it might have to do. So here we go. In fact, I'm going to have a slug of my coffee as well. Oh, and I also just wanted to say well done to Mark and Ali from Amy's Place, Gifts and Tea Room, or Tea Room and Gifts, I think I've got that the right way around, at Torrin on the Isle of Skye. They didn't know whether they would be able to open at all this season with the COVID situation, but they've managed, I think, is it a couple of months, Mark and Ali? So really well done. I think they've just finished their season, and they've gone through a lot the past couple of years. So I just wanted to say a big well done, and enjoy your rest. Hopefully, we might see you next year. We'll see. We'll have to see. But here we go. All being well. I need the coffee. You might need a coffee. I'll tell you what, that cake smells amazing. Anyway, here we go. Hopefully. Wow. I wasn't planning on going all the way to the end, but what? Why not? So there's about a page and a half before that. That's actually not bad, considering I've not played it in 2 years. I'm quite impressed with that. Anyway, thank you to anyone who's what's the word? Put up with me this long. I think this is by far the longest video. So thank you very much. I hope you're having a good day, and keep positive, I think the thing. Oh, I'll talk about, yes, it was tier 2, wasn't it? I'll talk about that tomorrow. But I'm feeling a lot better and a lot more chilled and calm now, so that's good. I've got my second wind. I've had a good practice. I've got it all out my system. It's great. Honestly, you should try it. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.